What's up, y'all? It's your boy Childish Cambino, and I'm back with another video. Recently on Twitter, there was a list going around of the top 50 rappers, and I'll probably display it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, looked at it, and I thought I ought to make a top 50 rappers list. But I did that, and top 50 ended up being like, I figured it was like too bloated and have too much unnecessary rappers on there. So I just comprised it into a smaller list of 20. So this is gonna be my top 20 list of the greatest rappers of all time. Okay, so starting at number 20, I got the boy Joey Badass, and I'm just gonna explain them probably after I list 5 people in total. So just continuing. At 19, I have Tupac. 18, I have Rick Ross. 17, J. Cole. And 16, Lil B, the bass guy. I was compiling this list of people. I was thinking about who has good bars, lyricism, flow, but the overall thing that I really took into account here was personal preference, like who I was really listening to. So personal preference reigns supreme in all of this. So yeah, just to give y'all some my thought process and criteria on this. So explaining, I got the boy Joey Badass at 20. Joey Badass is such a dope rapper. Everything from his style, his voice, his flow, to his bars are just so good. But he's the reason he's so low is because, you know, I can't remember how old he is. He's like 22 or 21, something like that. He's very young, so he hasn't had that much time to impact the game or provide a lot of content for us. But from the things that we have gotten from him, like the 1999 mixtape, his debut album Before the Money, and American Badass, he's a very solid rapper, and I really mess with his music. Not to mention the things that he has contributed to the game already. He's not single-handedly, but he has been credited with bringing the boom bap sound back within modern era. So Joey Badass at 20 right there. Tupac at 19. People overrate Tupac, let's be honest. People overrate that nigga. But I won't deny that he was a good rapper, a good storyteller. Content was there, flow was there. That nigga has one of the best voices in the game. Like, if this was a list of the best voices in the game, Tupac would probably be my number one. The nigga's voice is just fire. If you could have any voice as a rapper, Tupac's voice would be the voice to have, my nigga. The nigga was versatile as hell too. But yeah, Tupac at 19. Rick Ross at number 18. Rick Ross at number 18, pretty good rapper, my nigga. He has some solid albums. Like, I'll never forget back in 2010, 9 years ago, back when I was 10, listening to Teflon Don, my nigga. Like, I used to play that shit in the car every time me and my dad would ride somewhere together. Like, I had that shit on heavy rotation. I think of Rick Ross, he provided some good verses over the years as well. Like, I just feel Rick Ross is my pick for 18. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. Moving on, we got J. Cole at number 17. That nigga J. Cole, he's a dope, solid ass rapper, my nigga. Very solid, but he ain't in the top 10 in my opinion. But yeah, the nigga has done a lot for the game, and he's been just improving himself as of recently as well. This nigga's been on an incredible run as of recently, providing some, like, I don't think this nigga had a horrible guest verse in like the last 2.5 years, my nigga. And that's great right there. But yeah, number 17. He has like 2 albums I really don't like in his whole discography, but everything other than else I really mess with. Forest Hills Drive, arguably a classic for most, solid album for me. And by solid I mean very good. For Your Eyes Only, good. KOD, good. So I mess with J. Cole. Next at number 16, we got the boy Lil B, dog. Lil B at one point was my favorite rapper back in, like, I don't know, 2012, 2011, when I first discovered him. Like, Lil B showed me that hip hop could be so much more than just that traditional image I had in my head at that time. Lil B was the artist to show me that you can be weird, you can be yourself, like it's okay. And that nigga's music is, he said it himself, he's the rawest rapper alive. I truly believe that nigga is the rawest rapper alive, bro. That nigga don't compromise anything. Just listen to any of his music, bro. The nigga's great, bro. 16, Lil B. Not to mention he's also really influential in the hip hop scene. If it wasn't for Lil B, there wouldn't be a Lil Yachty or Ugly God or a bunch of other niggas. So yeah, Lil B, 16. Number 15, I have 50 Cent. 14, The Game. 13, Drake. 12, Eminem. And 11, Biggie. Now, the reason I went with 50 at 15 is because, for me personally, like Get Rich or Die Trying, that's a certified classic. But during the majority of the 2000s, you just couldn't escape hearing this nigga, bro. This nigga provide amazing features, solid, great albums, and yeah, like his spot is solidified in my opinion at number 15. The Game at 14. Documentary 2, Documentary 2.5. I can't really remember his other shit like that, but I know those three just stick out for me so much because when I heard that, I was just enamored by like how great this nigga was. The nigga has a good voice. He has great storytelling ability, good bars. Like the nigga just makes good music. 13, Drake was another one of my favorite rappers at one point, but you know, sitting at number 13 on the list here. The nigga's catalog is I wouldn't say phenomenal, but it's great. Very solid, very good. The nigga's versatile as hell as well. He could sing, hop on almost any instrumental. I wouldn't say rap his ass off, but you know, he can rap well. But yeah, Drake at 13. Eminem at 12. Eminem is a legend in my opinion, but he ain't top 10 material for me because he had some very bad albums, I would say, like being Encore and the Trainwreck that was Revival, sadly. Like, yeah, those are some blemishes on his legacy that he just can't wipe off. Not to mention, he has a good amount of okay albums, but the talent is there. Like, you put Eminem and a freestyle battle, a cypher, on a song with majority rappers on this list, like, I wouldn't put it past a nigga to have the dopest verse on that track, on that song, in that cypher, whatever. Like, the nigga's a legend, certified, and I won't deny the nigga's talent at rapping as well. So yeah, he's number 12. Biggie, while the nigga only had 2 albums, they were great. So this quality content. Not to mention the nigga, he was versatile too. He could just hop on any track with anybody, get the flowing, and spit a dope ass verse. So Biggie, my number 11. Now moving on to the 10 through 6 spots. At 10, I have Earl Sweatshirt. 9, Kendrick Lamar. 8, Lupe Fiasco. 7, Nas, and 6, The RZA. Earl Sweatshirt has easily become one of my favorite rappers over the past couple of years. Like, the album that really got me into him was I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. Just the overall dark sound and like the depressing content that nigga was talking about, just like I really saw him and what he was going, like the nigga painted such a vivid picture of his mind state and the things that he was going through. It was like, damn, like, and not to mention the way he rapped about it. The nigga's voice, his flow, it's like all that shit just combined into like why I like this nigga so much and why he's catapulted into my number 10 spot. The nigga's a young, phenomenal talent. And then 9, we have Kendrick, bro. Bro, honestly, do I really need to say anything about this nigga Kendrick? Bro, this nigga is giving us 2 certified classics in Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly. Not to mention, the nigga is, I feel like he's not reinventing himself, but he's changing along with the times. Like, the nigga is, I guess you could say he's modernizing himself. I don't know, I just feel like he has more swagger, like new school rappers nowadays when I hear him on tracks. Like, I don't know. But the nigga's changing along with the times. I don't know what to call it. Like fucking reinventing himself, evolving, I guess. The nigga's improving. There, simple as that. But yeah, that nigga has an amazing catalog. I love all his shit. He's a great ass storyteller, bro. Dope as hell. And yeah, number 9, Kendrick. Lupe Fiasco at 8, bro. This nigga Lupe can rap his ass off, bro. And the shit that he talks about is like, and the way he talks about it is like, it goes above your head a lot of times, above my head a lot of times, and I have to constantly re-listen just so I can catch everything that he's saying. And I feel like that's a negative that goes against him, because, you know, he can do it. It's okay for him, but like for most people listening to that, it's like, for me, it's too much at times. So yeah, it lowers the relatability of that. But the nigga's great at what he does. I like it and I love that about him at the same time. But so yeah, Lupe number 8, bro. Nas number 7, bro. Illmatic alone is just gives this nigga, not Illmatic alone, I don't know, I'm just gushing right now. Illmatic is just a great album, and it lends itself to why Nas is at number 7. Like, me listening to that shit the first time, just the nigga talking straight out the motherfucking dungeons of rap, bro, that shit just drew me in. I was like, damn, this shit gonna be crazy. And it was. Not to mention, the nigga has classics in his catalog. Like, it was written, and Stillmatic, bro. Stillmatic is also one of my favorites. I feel like that's an underrated album in his catalog, Stillmatic. But yeah, Nas at number 7. And RZA, this won't be much of a long explanation, but this nigga is my favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan. The nigga has such a dope ass, gruff ass voice, and like the way that the nigga flows is like so sporadic. It's like, it's not like really a set pattern. It's like the nigga's, I don't know, like the nigga's just rambling when he's talking. I love that shit. So yeah, moving on, the 5 to the 1 spot. This is everything right here, Mom. This is everything. This is the top of the cream of the cream of the crop. This is everything. Number 5, we got Lil Wayne. 4, we got Mr. All Caps when you spell a man's name, MF Doom. 3, Andre 3000, 3 stacks. 2, Jay-Z, and number 1, we got, drum roll please, Kanye West. Let me explain. This was so hard, just arranging these niggas, but I'm happy with how I did it. Number 5, Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of the most influential rappers, bro. Like, this nigga's giving us Drake, Nicki Minaj. The nigga's giving us Young Money, bro. The nigga also did a whole. If there wasn't a Lil Wayne, there wouldn't be a Young Thug, bro. There probably wouldn't be a Uzi, my nigga. Lil Wayne is such a great rapper in his own right as well. The nigga has classic mixtapes, multiple classic mixtapes, classic albums, bro. The Carter series is classic, bro. I'll never forget listening to the Carter 3 almost every day. Carter 3 came out like 2008. Almost every day of 3rd, 4th grade, me bumping that album, bro. The nigga just, I don't know. Nigga just has something about him, bro. Like, this is amazing. Like, I just get so happy talking about how amazing this nigga is, bro. It's crazy. MF Doom. I recently discovered, fairly recently, like my 9th grade, freshman year of high school. I guess that's not fairly recently, it was a little while ago. But yeah, I was on Dat Piff, just looking for random shit to listen to, and I saw the cover art of this nigga's debut album, Operation Doomsday. Someone had uploaded it to Dat Piff. I was like, you know what, cover art looks cool, let me download it. I heard that, bro. Like, just him being the whole supervillain aesthetic and cartoon raps, but him being a dope ass rapper, storyteller, that him being a good ass producer too. Like, that nigga's a good ass producer. The production on his album, like, all that shit drew me in. I just dove deeper and deeper into the nigga's catalog, and he has a bunch of different personas as well. The nigga's very very interesting rapper. Like, like is number 4 for a reason, bro. Listen to this nigga's music, and you will see why this nigga is number 4 on my list. The nigga has dope ass rhyme schemes, dope ass bars, almost everything, bro. Almost everything. Not to mention the cool ass supervillain mask, bro. Not too many people can pull that shit off. Andre 3K at number 3, bro. That's kind of fitting. Andre 3000 number 3, kind of fitting. But yeah, the nigga Outkast, one half of Outkast, bro. One of the greatest hip hop duos ever. Andre 3000 by himself is such an interesting and creative individual, bro. The Love Below, if that's gonna be the nigga's only solo album, I'm perfectly fine with that, my nigga. That shit has a whole bunch of replay value, and I just love how that shit sounds, the content of that album, how that nigga is rapping, bro. Speaking of how that nigga raps, bro, that nigga has such a smooth ass flow. Has this nigga ever delivered a horrible verse? Never. Like, that's crazy, bro. This nigga is super consistent at such a high level. Unheard of. And if it wasn't for Andre 3000, my nigga, there wouldn't be the 808s and Heartbreak from Kanye West, which itself is one of the a very influential rap album or a hip hop album itself. So yeah. Number 2, Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Kanye West, honestly, they could have been flip-flopped. But yeah, it was close between them. But I put Jay at 2 because I listen to Kanye more. Like I said, personal preference plays a big role in this. So Jay-Z at number 2, bro. This nigga's catalog is super consistent, bro. This nigga has a whole bunch of album songs that I just mess with. Not to mention just the nigga's content and his rapping ability. Like, it speaks for itself. One of my earliest memories of just listening to rap, like, I think the first rap song or first rap video that I ever saw was Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' video, my nigga. And that shit has stuck with me ever since then. Like, I don't know, bro. Jay-Z's just a GOAT. And like recently, the nigga has come back to music, and he's just been doing so much for it. I felt like 444 was a good comeback from Magna Carta Holy Grail, which I felt was very lackluster. It was okay, but lackluster compared to what Jay-Z has put out in years past. 444 was a good comeback for that. Like, my nigga is talking about financial well-being, just giving back to your community, doing better for yourself, his life, and the trials and tribulations that he was going through. Like, a good ass comeback. Not to mention the nigga Blueprint, bro. Black Album. Classics. Now, Kanye West, bro. Kanye West, my nigga. I'm gonna just say this now. I do not think Kanye West has a bad album in his catalog. I'll say that again. Kanye West does not have a bad album in his catalog, my nigga. Nothing is perfect, but Kanye West, his catalog is the closest thing to perfection that I think exists right now, honestly, in my opinion. This nigga Kanye West, the college dropout, bro, late registration, graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, Yeezus, bro, The Life of Pablo, my nigga, Ye. And not to mention his contribution to other people's works. The nigga's production is A1, bro. All that shit combined. This nigga Kanye West is my hands down my favorite rapper of all time. How could I forget my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, bro? The opening to that album made me cry. Can We Get Much Higher made me cry. It was so beautiful. This nigga Kanye West is a musical genius, bro. That nigga's my favorite rapper of all time. But yeah, that was my top 20 greatest rappers of all time list. I hope y'all enjoy. Remember, this is just my opinion, so yeah, this is just my opinion. Just let's talk about this in the comments. Who are y'all's top 20 rappers of all time, or top 10, top 5, top 50 if y'all want, top 40, top 30? It don't matter. Just who are y'all favorites? Let's have discussion in the comment section. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later for the next video. Peace.